wide receiver. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals under the lights on Monday night.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? Be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Gun.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
11, empty paint. 11, empty paint.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He's going to let it go again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Burrow. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the left side. It's Duncan, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cincinnati.
And Burrow going to change the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here...
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
12. 11 mighty.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Duncan, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11, Thomas. 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Miami set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 67 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Burrow on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That'll be caught by Parker. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And off the right end for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Burrow, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call.
Here we go.
As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Scat.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Ochin. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Caught that. partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 MT, 12. 12.
They'll run on first down. Duncan. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A beautiful fake. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
On the option left, here's Tua. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They give to Achane on the option.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down.
20 plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane.
Oh, nice move at midfield. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Good.
Now Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Ready.
They'll go. Achane. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a